Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brody, and today we're back out here at the farm. Sorry, Katie May. This is Katie May, my dog. And this behind me is the love. The love has been killed. Just kidding, I didn't kill it, but the love kind of bleep blooped. What? So, I'm going to take y'all on a ride, tell y'all what happened to the good old Levelator. What, Kate? Katie May's here. We got Hank coming up the road. Now, as you know, the love has been on the channel since it started. It was actually here before the start of the channel. Dog keeps barking. But so what happened was we stopped getting fuel to the truck. There's something wrong with some down here. There's a line clogged. Whenever that big freeze came through, I guess beginning of this year, somewhat, kind of everything froze up in this truck later. And I had to drain this. I put some antifreeze in, so I know the block's not busted. It's oily, but not busted. Clean this up a little bit. But something's wrong. It's not getting fuel to it. We had to get in fuel, but then the battery died. So the next day, came back, we're charging the battery, had turnover really good, but there's not getting gas now. So we were very concerned about that. But we did get brand new tires put on the front, so that was good. But I miss this old truck. It's been down for about a month and a half now. And y'all missed her on the channel. I missed her. This was the baby. This was what we used every day. It was in every. I don't actually remember doing a video that was not in, besides the little red videos and the one in our 18-wheeler videos. And by the way, we hit 54 subscribers. I'll have to go back and look. We hit 54 subscribers finally at last. So we're doing good. We're halfway to 100, over halfway, 54%. Not bad margin, I'll give it that. So what we're gonna do, I'm thinking for the 100. I'm going to do a live stream eventually. But I'm thinking for the 100 subscriber special, I'm thinking we're just going to start. I really want to get eventually to where all this camo peels off and it's just the turquoise. Because this is identical to the one at the shop in town. This truck's identical. Same engine, same transmission, same transfer case, same color code actually. The only difference is the one in town's an 80 model, which is last year for this buyer, Chevy Love. This one's a 79. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I'm thinking just kind of peeling a big piece of paint and rust off. And like for the 100 subscriber special, the next 10 subscribers or so, 100 to 110, are going to get pieces of rotted off Love. Chevy Love. Just an idea. But, so yeah, it's an idea here. The brakes were working good. We got everything kind of lined out. We got the four-wheel drive back up and going. We got the diff drained right before this happened. And I was going to put these are some feed sack, Stanley's grower feed sacks on these seats because they're kind of getting worn out, and I had Hank climbing in here all the time. And actually, the day this died, I had just gotten back from work at the Howell place. We were building fence. That's not good. So I haven't had a ranch truck, so I've been riding with my buddy, and that's where I'm getting the next truck. We should be doing a video on that truck very soon. The new ranch truck. We're going to have Katie May. What? That was the sandals. But we're going to take a break from the love for a little bit. I'm going to go show y'all the dump truck, International, tell y'all what the plans for those are. This here is a 1987 Ford F700, but it's got the weird little kind of half hood. So it doesn't, the whole front clip just doesn't come up. I think that was only for the F800s and the diesels. But this is an old gasoline. She's got a 460, I think? 460, but she's got 4-bar. Got 4-bar on her. Now, I was going to open this hood. I had it open like 4 years ago whenever we parked this thing. The brakes are terrible. It's got the Lou Gehring brakes. I don't know. Dad told me the name of them one time. But, yeah. So, it's got the weird hydraulic kind of air. It's like air brakes, but run by hydraulics. I don't know. It's weird. But the brakes didn't work at all. But this truck only has like 70,000 miles on it. And it actually ran really good. My dad was going to pull the bed off of this and put a flatbed on it and make it a tote. Kind of like a work truck flatbed. And he was like, man, these brakes are terrible. I'm not dealing with them. So we were going to cut the frame. Take this part right here. Make it a dump trailer. Take this part, send it to scrap. But we were talking to my dad. I need to put this back on here. My brother took this off. But it was I mean, we used this on jobs for about 2 years. And we used this a lot. But as you can see, she's grown up a little bit. But two new batteries, she would probably fire right up. But she's an old gasoline, so that was one of the big setbacks. But it wasn't a battery running truck either. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do, because she's got the 5-speed in her. But this is actually the same. This cab right here is the same on like the pickup trucks like my F-150. Y'all haven't seen my F-150 yet. I haven't done a full video on it. But it's actually the same cab, so I'm thinking kind of the same cab, got the same interior. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I might steal the engine out of it. I might just put a flatbed on it. I might put tandem axles. I'm gonna end up redoing the brakes, unfortunately. Brakes suck. And they're not as bad as AC units. Like, don't ever put an AC in a truck. Doesn't have AC, just leave it be. Because that truck there actually has factory AC. I'll show that to y'all in a minute. We're just kind of doing the projects around the farm. I've been running around my mom's car, unfortunately. Because, you know, spring break and such. And like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been able to get more content out for y'all. I've been kind of busy trying to run around and get this stuff done. Been working. And I got my steer dogging and stuff, you know. Been winning, starting to win. That's good. But we're going to start mowing the Howell place pretty soon. So we have to get a new truck. So, possible runaround truck if I put a flatbed on it? No. Leave a comment down below. What should we do to this? What should we do to it? I want to know what y'all think. Now, on to the International. The International. We know her, we love her. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1970 International. But she's special because she's 4-wheel drive, 1 ton. Kind of a rare rig. But also, now this is highly debated between the family. Hang on. This right here is starting to get a little wonky. So you gotta pull on that. Maybe climb in here. And I remember when we first got this truck, brakes are... Oh. Just busted a brake line. That's fine. But clutching, everything's here. Now these Internationals are weird because they kind of have like an old Ford. These the automatics were Chrysler 727s. But now I'm thinking this is one. It's 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I gotta remember the shifting pattern here. Will help me to understand. That's reverse. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, now my dad says this is just a 4-speed. Why is that there? 4, 2, 3. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, fellas? 4-wheel drive factory. She got Dana. I think she's got Dana 60s or 70s underneath. So she's a heavy rig. But factory everything. Yeah, I'm 94% certain that I was reading it and it said it was a factory 4-barrel. But right now she's got a Holley 2-barrel under, which is fine. But she had factory AC. This is actually a York, which are really rare to come by nowadays. Especially in like 80s, 70s rigs. Like these were very popular then. Got dirt daubers on here and such. It's 9 kinds of awesomeness. But this truck only actually has 40,000 miles on it. So she was a fancy rig. Now, someone comment down below, what is this? I don't know if it's alternator. I don't think it is. We got the old factory water pump. We got the golf. I mean, she's pretty much entirely factory. Now, whenever we bought this truck, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't told y'all this. Because I've done a video on this truck before saying we're going to get running and stuff. Actually, whenever we bought this truck, for about a year, we drove this all the time. Like, this was our daily driver. And we pulled in the barn one day because it was going to start hailing. And I was like, hey, I really like this truck. We've been running around in it. Let's park it. So we parked in the barn. And 2 days later, we went to get in it. Went to start. Carburetor was stopped up. So, and then we had to put hay in the barn. Hay season came around. We had to put hay in the barn. So we had to move it out here. Well, then the barn fell down. The awnings on the barn fell down. I was going to do a video about that, but we didn't. But the awnings on the barn fell down because that snow had packed up. The way we built our barn, we want ventilation in there. That way the hay doesn't catch fire if it's moist or something. We don't know. So we had ventilation on the top. Well, that snow built up whenever we had that big snowstorm come through in 2021, and the barns collapsed. The awnings collapsed. Thankfully, this truck wasn't in there. It fell on a tractor and the Kodiak we had. We ended up selling the Kodiak. Sorry, we didn't get to do much on that truck. I do miss that truck. I liked it. was a good running rig, but I miss it still. But we did have to sell it. But I'm thankful this was out of the barn. It only fell on a tractor, my rake, and the tractor ended up being fine. It fell on 2 tractors, the mixer tractor too, on the other side. It fell on a spray rig, fell on a lot of stuff. But this truck here ended up being fine. We moved it out here. It started to rot a little bit. Now, like this is not the factory paint. The second owner, because this was originally bought in New Mexico. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do more on this truck later. Remember, like, subscribe, comment down below what should we do to this. Should we try to get it running 4-barrel diesel? I don't know. Anyways, unsubscribe and tell me, do y'all think it's 4-speed or 5-speed? And remember, stay classy, America.